YouTube, Dark Magician of Team Sorcerers here, doing a channel update, a vlog thing on the way to work. Now, this was also going to be a wrap-up review type thing of the 20th anniversary Endurance, which would have a more in-depth discussion. However, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of positive things to say about the Endurance, to be honest. There were some cool highlights, like winning a game of Ectoplasma, Utopia Rate victory running over Zark, summoning Stardust Dragon and shooting Stardust Spark Dragon in one turn, which I'd never done before. Magician's Soul, allowing me to make an epic comeback and win on 500 life points, as well, of course, as Weber's 5 finally winning an Endurance game after 3 years. So I am happy for him for that. However, just too many things about the Endurance just put a downer on the whole thing and kind of ruined it for me, to be honest. Like Rainbow Neo's tunes and Raid Raptor's bricking, and when using my Yugi Yusei Supreme King, Earthbound Immortal, Red Dragon Archfiend, and Light Raid decks, I got gamed before I had a chance to do anything. Like, same with when I used Toons and Raid Raptors and bricks. Yeah, it was really annoying. Although Rainbow Neos, it wasn't that bad a brick though. I mean, I would have been perfectly fine if it wasn't for bloody mind control. That was infuriating. Yeah. Like, if anything, Raid Raptors and Toons really let me down. Like, that's twice now that I played my Raid Raptors in an Endurance and bricks. Like, I don't understand how it bricks. Like, it's meant to be one of the most consistent decks in the game. Maybe even more consistent than Elemental Heroes and Gadgets and maybe Gokis as well. How the fuck did they brick twice? Plus with Toons, I was hoping to show off the support from Toon Chaos, but I didn't get a chance, of course, mainly because I didn't open with Toon Kingdom. Mind you, that is a problem, despite the fact that there are 8 cards in the deck that can search it out. Well, 11 if you count Toon Dark Magician, but there was no way I could get it out turn 1. And of course, when it comes to Toons, like, if you don't see Toon Kingdom or any way to search it, you're going to be in for a bad time. Again, I would have been perfectly fine if I'd seen it. Like, literally, all I needed to do was play it, have a way to get, like, pretty much any of my big Toon monsters onto the field, wait a turn, and then attack the game. Pretty gutted, considering that I was able to beat Evil Heroes with Toons before, but not this time. Anyway, the other thing that kind of annoyed me was just the fact that I made some bad decisions as well, more specifically challenging Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon with old-fashioned Dark Magician decks. I really shouldn't have done that. Besides curiosity, I don't know what I was thinking. My Magician Girls would have been fine against Chaos Max if it wasn't for bloody creature swap. Yeah, I got luck sacked there. Yeah, in case you don't know, I actually fucking hate creature swap nowadays now. Because Chaos Max decks use it for their OTK. Just give them an incantation monster in defense, bam, it's over. Yeah, it's a cheap, dirty tactic. And of course, I lost 4 decks to the AI for just no reason, really. And that, I guess, made it. That was one of the things that basically ruined any chance I had of winning the whole thing. The other one being some stupid misplays I made, well, particularly the one with Shooting Star Dragon. Why did I attack into Malicious Bane, forgetting that Weber's 5 had an Honest Neos? Not gonna lie, I'm still really pissed off and upset about that. I would have been perfectly fine by just sitting behind Shooting Star Dragon, and I could have and probably should have won that duel, and then I'd have had more decks to work with, and have a better chance against Invoked Plunder Patrol and Dragoon Endymion. But no, I just had to go and make one of the worst misplays ever. In fact, this is probably the worst misplay I've made since the 2 that I made when I scrubbed out against Trickstars and Pendulum Magicians in that tournament, which was almost 3 years ago. So yeah, doing that not only cost me the game, but definitely ruined my chances of winning the whole thing. Yeah, I only have myself to blame for that one. Yeah, for me, I know it's a negative spin, but like I said, these things just put a downer on the whole endurance, and it's actually kind of ruined them for me, not gonna lie. It's got to the point now where I now don't ever want to play an endurance game again, but not because I lost. Okay, I want to make that absolutely clear. Yes, I'm salty about how it went down, but I'm not being a sore loser. I want to make that absolutely clear before anyone judges me and criticises me over this. But no, the reasons I don't want to play in endurance games anymore is because, one, I don't think I can play them out competently anymore. I mean, how can I if I keep making stupid misplays despite trying my best not to make misplays? Yeah, it just broke my confidence and it left me feeling disheartened and discouraged. Yeah, the other reason why I don't want to do them anymore is because, just like in tournaments, I keep getting pitted against bullshit, unfair decks that do something that stop me from being able to actually play a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! This is one of the main reasons why I stopped playing in tournaments. It's just really annoying if I constantly struggle against something which either games me in one turn or just locks down my deck so I can't do anything. And that just decreases my chances of getting further and maybe even winning the whole thing. I think without a doubt, this has to be the worst endurance I've played in since one that I played in 11 years ago, where pretty much everything I had was auto losing to Gladiator Beast Heraklinos. Boy, was I salty and angry after that one. No matter which deck I used, there was just nothing I could do to get rid of it. And of course, at the time, we were using the other rules where nothing on the field resets, which I guess really didn't help things at the time. Even the birthday endurance wasn't as bad as these two. It was annoying when Noble Knights and Prank Kids were gaining loads and loads of life points. Of course, Raid Raptors bricking and Dark Magician bricking against Cosmo, which was how I lost the whole thing in the end. But at least there weren't any misplays and bad decisions. And at least I still kind of had a chance to do something in that one. The bullshit I went through was the final straw. I'm just like tournaments. I'm done with endurance games. I've had enough. I don't want to do them anymore. And that's all I got to say about it, really. But as for what's going to happen with my decks now that the endurance is over, a lot of them have been put away into binders in case I want to play them again. So I thought I'd do that instead of dismantling them and trading or selling them away. Because of course what usually happens is I end up missing playing those decks, and I end up wanting to play them again. So if I put them away in binders and want to play them again in the future, then they're there, just ready to go. But other decks I have will be sticking around for a while, because I want to use them in some games, well, preferably real life games, of course. Magician Girls, Cyberse, Red Dragon Archfiend, and of course Toons have had changes made that I really want to try out in real life games, especially Toons, because like I said, we didn't get to see the new Toons stuff in action, so I'd like to do that. Light Rays also didn't really get a chance to show what they could do in the Endurance, and I haven't shown that in a real life match either, so I'd like to do that. Utopia hasn't actually seen real life play since I put the deck back together. I think, what was it, April that I put the deck together, and haven't used it yet. That needs to happen. Supreme Kings also, I haven't yet shown in a real life game. All normal pendulums actually, so I'd like to do that. Summoned Skull is also sticking around because there's a goal that I still want to do with the deck, which Express Gaming actually reminded me of, and that is to get all 4 of the upgraded forms of Summoned Skull onto the field. Of course, this is easier said than done, but I still want to do it, and I will not put the deck away until I have pulled that off in a duel. Of course, it won't be easy, but I'm going to try it anyway. I want to show off more of the Elemental Hero Divine Neos deck as well, which has only been seen in one real life game. And Stardust Junk, of course, needs some goddamn redemption after the stupid misplay I made. If anything, I kind of want to take on Webers 5's Evil Heroes again with that deck, and show how that duel really should have gone. And of course there's Raid Raptors, which I haven't shown in a real life game, which also needs some redemption after bricking in the Endurance again. So yeah, that's really all there is to talk about. And this video probably won't be uploaded for like over a week, because I'm recording this on September the 9th, and I don't plan to upload this until all the parts of the Endurance have been uploaded. And of course you'll have probably seen some real life games if I do go over to Express Gaming at Gamer Central's place again between now and when I upload this, but we'll see what happens. Of course there is Skype duels as well, Anyway, that's it for now. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.